Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, then my name is Kashish, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about some books to movies adaptations that I liked and I didn't like, and I'm also gonna be giving you a reason for why I didn't like them, and if they were up to the mark, and if you should watch them or not, or if whether you should know read the book or just watch the movie. Because sometimes a lot of people have asked me that if they should read the book before the movie comes out, or like read the book after they watch the movie. So I feel like recently I started watching the Hunger Games trilogy, like the movie series. I've not read the books. I know it's like when the Hunger Games book series was really famous, I was actually not that into reading at that time, and I was more into absorbed more in the Harry Potter world. And I was a really slow reader at that time. Like, this is around when I was in 7th or 8th standard. Yeah, and like it took me a year just to read the Harry Potter series. So yeah, I never got the chance to get into Hunger Games, and after that I think the charm just died off. But I recently saw that the movies were now available on Amazon Prime, I think. So yeah, I've been just binging them for the past 2 days, and I really enjoyed it, and I got this idea from there only. And it's like if I watch the movie of a book which was like adapted from a book, I don't like to go and read the book. Like, if the movie is bad, then I would definitely go and read the book. But if I'm really satisfied with what I've seen, then I don't like to go and read the book, because I feel like then it would ruin the movie adaptation for me, if you can understand what I mean. So yeah, I guess that's it, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the most recent adaptation which just came out in July, which was The Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Okay, so I gave this book 3.5 stars. Like, I genuinely enjoyed reading it so much. The enemies to lovers aspect of it was so perfect. Like, he's the first son, or like the president's son of America, and he's the Prince of England. Like, that aspect was so interesting to me, and I did really enjoy reading this, and I was so excited to watch the movie because I loved the cast. Like, the cast is perfect. Like, I wouldn't cast anybody else for Alex or Henry's characters. Like, they were that perfect. Yeah, so like, yeah, I've given the rating of the book, I've given the cast a rating. Now let's talk about the movie. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I didn't like the movie. Okay, I don't even think I finished it. So it started off great, but I don't know, there was just something off with it from the start. Like, I don't know, I couldn't feel that chemistry between both of the characters. And it's just like, the main part for me was like, this book covers a major part of both of them communicating through emails and messages and calls. That part was like cut off so fast, and we hardly get to see any of those emails, because they are adorable, they are witty, and they add such a good aspect to this book. And I was really annoyed when I was watching the movie, and I'm like, the text and emails are not there. Like, they were there, but then they were they moved away so fast that nobody would take the time to actually stop it and read what they talked about with each other. It would just seem like a thing that they were doing while they did not meet. Not a lot of importance was given to that, because in the book, when you just just scroll through the pages, you'll see that it's written mostly in the form of emails and messages. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me on this point, because I love those letters. Like, I loved the banter between Alex and Henry. And I think for people who've not read the book, it would have been actually really difficult for them to understand them as characters and as a bond that both of them formed. So yeah, I didn't end up finishing the movie. Like, I did want to finish it, but I don't know. And they removed Alex's sister, June. Oh my god, I cannot believe her character was not there. I was legit waiting for her, and she was not there. And like, there were a lot of things that they changed. There was another conflict, I think Alex's parents were originally divorced in the book, but in the movie it's shown that they have a healthy relationship. And I don't know, it was missing a lot of aspects from the book, and I did expect a lot from the movie. I don't think if I'll be finishing the movie anytime soon. I should, because I am curious to see how it ends, but I don't know. I don't know, like the cast is perfect, I love the cast, but it's just like the movie didn't come through for me. So like, if you've read the book, I would not recommend that you watch the movie, because you'll be highly disappointed. At least that's what I think. If you're somebody who like trusts my opinion and can trust on the fact that what I'm saying is something that you will resonate with in the future, then I would definitely say that do not watch the movie. If you've read the book, you're not missing out. Honestly, you would have enjoyed the book much better than you would have enjoyed the movie. And yeah, if you've watched the movie and you've been disappointed by it, then definitely read the book, because you've missed a lot. And let me just check if June was Alex's sister's name. June. Where are you, June? Yeah, June, I'm right. I hated that. So yeah, I guess that's it. I gave the book 3.5. I think I'm gonna give it out of 5, and the movie would be like 2 out of 5. Like, I did enjoy some parts of it, but nah, sorry. Okay, now we'll talk about a good one, a good adaptation. Then the next one is To All the Boys I've Loved Before series by Jenny Han. So I really like this series. Like, the first one is my favorite. I think it's like, it just gets bad. Not bad, but it just starts to lose its charm after every book. I don't think that this series needed to be needed to have like 3 books. I think this first one should have been more than enough for it. I do like the second one too, and like I was also kind of rooting for who's the third guy? Sorry, the second guy. Okay, I don't remember, but it's okay. So yeah, I think again, I think I'll give the book series 3.5 stars. Yes, 3.5 stars. Like, the whole, like, they have individual ratings, but I feel like overall I'd give the series 3.5 stars. And the movies are so good. They are so good, and even the cast is perfect. Like, I love Noah Centineo. He was perfect for Peter's character, and the sisters, Kitty, everyone was just perfect and so on point. Like, they did miss out on a few things which were in the books, and they kind of changed in the movies, just a little aspect of it, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I guess that is it. But yeah, overall I love the movie adaptations. I think I love them more than the books, because like the characters made it so perfect, and it's so cute. Like, I'm not a fan of the summer I turned pretty. I've not read the books also, so I'm not going to talk about that, but I love this series by Jenny Han, and I think the movies were done perfectly. Like, from outfits to locations to characters to scenes, everything was so on point. And yeah, I'd actually give the movie adaptations 4.5. Yes, even though the story deteriorates and after a while you're like bored with it. Like, I was bored with it. You might not have been, but I was bored with it till the end. I was like, bas khatam kar do yaar, ab isko ho gaya isko. Like, we know Lara Jean and Peter are gonna end up together. But then, till then, I was like, yes, I would definitely give the movie adaptations a 4.5 stars out of 5. And if you're a book enthusiast, then read the books first and then watch the movies. If you're a movie enthusiast, then you don't need to read the books. The movies are more than enough for you to connect to the characters and understand the world and everything. So yeah, I guess this is the second series that I wanted to talk to about. And the third book, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Okay, so I legit enjoyed the book a lot. Like, the banter, the enemies to lovers trope, the workplace romance aspect of it was so good. I loved the rivalry that Lucy and Josh had. Like, initially in the start, when like Lucy had a name for every game that they played. Like, she thought they would, but I'm pretty sure Josh didn't think that way. But yeah, I loved it, and I think I gave the book 4 stars. I enjoyed it so much, and it's a trending book. Like, everybody loves this. Now, coming on to the movies. Yes, okay. Um, no, the movie was so bad. I think it was even worse than Red, White, and Royal Blue because I didn't like the cast. They didn't match the vibe. I think Lucy, the actress who played Lucy's character, was pretty close. But Josh was like a big no for me. Like they didn't seem compatible in the movie, and they changed such major aspects of the plot that I was so annoyed. And then, like, sometimes when you read a book as a reader, you are anticipating a scene that you loved, and then when you actually come to that scene in the movie and it's completely changed, it pisses you off. If you're someone who wants to like read the book, then I'm just gonna give a spoiler, so please skip this part because I really have to talk about this aspect. Yeah, okay, why the hell did they change Lucy's eye color? Why? It was Robin's blue egg. I don't know what the color is, but I think it's Robin's blue. And that was my favorite scene in the whole book. I was like, in the end, I was like, shit, he colored his walls, the color of her eyes. Why would you change that? And also that part where they attend a wedding, and it's actually summer where they're attending in the book, and I think it's a beach wedding, but here it's shown that it's winter and it's snowing. They literally like change the weathers. Like, okay, I can still understand that, but no, you cannot change the color. You just cannot change the color. The book is blue. Please understand my point, okay? I felt really sad watching that scene because why? Like, the paintball scene was really nice. I like that. And it's just, I liked the fact that they did cover most of the scenes from the book, but it's just that one aspect I just cannot ignore. Like, you cannot make me ignore it. And I give this 1 star. Like, I give the movie 1 star out of 5. And I would say that if you watch the movie, read the book because you're missing out. And if you've read the book, don't watch the movie because you're not missing out on anything, because it was not that great. But like, if you're still curious, then you can watch it. And I remember that when I had watched the movie, a lot of people told me that they hated the movie and they didn't ended up liking it that much. So yeah, that is what I think about it. I'm sorry, I feel sad saying this, but this movie was so not worth my time and effort. I did finish it, but I was disappointed. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next book. Okay, I'm gonna be doing Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So I'm gonna be doing the 2006 or 11. I'm not sure which version, but it's the one with, I forgot the actress's name, but it's the one that everyone watches. Like, it's the most famous one. The actress in Pirates of Caribbean. Yes, the actress in Pirates of Caribbean. That's the version I'm talking about. Okay, so I love this book. It took me 3 months to finish it, but I love this book, and it's 5 stars for me. And the movie is the best thing ever. Like, I love that movie to my core. It's so perfect. The casting is perfect. Every scene is perfect. Their acting is so on point. You're literally there with them at every emotion, at every scene, at every moment. Like, I rewatch that movie almost every single month. I love it. I love the ballroom dance scenes. I love Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth's angst, the slow burn romance and aspect of it. Like, there are a lot of scenes that they've changed, but I feel like the writing is pretty difficult for any person to get into. Like, if you want to start reading, then Jane Austen is not the author you should start with, because her writing is very intricate and very difficult. Like, you really have to get a hang of her writing to actually understand what's going on. It took me a lot of time to get into it too, but it's just, I love it. There's that dialogue of Mr. Darcy in the end. You have bewitched me body and soul, and I love you. that's not there in the book, but I freaking love that line, and I think it just completes the whole movie and everything that happened. Like, I'm telling you, like, they change a lot of scenes which were there in the book, and from the movie they showed it differently, but I think that just made the movie so much better, and I give the movie infinity stars. I love that movie. Like, nothing can top that movie for me, like, from that era at least. So yeah, I love that movie. I love Darcy. I love Elizabeth. I love that couple. I love Jane and Mr. Bingley. Oh my god, those two were adorable. Adorable. Like, even if you're the type of person who would not, if you are someone who would not enjoy Elizabeth and Darcy's character, I'm pretty sure you would definitely enjoy Jane and Mr. Bingley. Like, yeah, Mr. Darcy was initially very bad in the start, like his thinking and the comments he made about Elizabeth was like legit very bad, but he's a morally grey character. I think that should be my justification. That should be enough of a justification for that fact. So yeah, I guess that's it, and let's just move on to the next one. Then let's do the Percy Jackson movie series. Like, only the first 2 movies came out. Like, yeah, like, I feel so sad. I forced my sister to read this book, and she just ruined it. Yeah, I've never given her my book after this, so I feel sad. Please, I'm sorry. You guys had to see that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the 2 movies that came out of Percy Jackson. So in December, Disney is coming out with a brand new series, like a movie series. No, sorry, series. Yeah, series. It'll have episodes, proper episodes, and the first season is releasing in December. But like, I did want to talk about the movies. So the cast is perfect. They're not their age. Like, Percy is 11 in the first book, if I'm not wrong, but in the movies he's shown much older. But it's just, I loved that cast. And like, again, Annabeth was also casted wrong, because Annabeth is blonde in the book and Alexander Daddario had like black hair in the movie. So yeah, that was wrong, but I feel like as characters they would have been so perfect. So perfect. They were actually, even Grover was casted like perfectly, even all the gods were casted perfectly, but they messed up with the storyline. Legit messed up. Like, nothing happens. When I read the books, I loved this series. If I'm being really honest, I love Percy Jackson more than the Harry Potter series, and I was so annoyed. Like, why would you change some of the things? Like, the acting was so good. I will not criticize that. Like, the acting was so good. It's just that I hated that they changed so many of the scenes which I was waiting for in the movie. But I'm really hoping with that that the series that comes out, it'll be much better, and it'll be on point and follow the storyline as it goes. So yeah, only the first 2 movies were out. After that, I don't think they made another one, and I think it's good that they didn't, because otherwise they would have ruined that series for me. So yeah, I guess that is what I wanted to say. I think I'll give the books are 5 stars, obviously, but the movies are 3. Yeah, I think 3 is fair. 3 is fair, so I'm gonna give it 3 stars. Okay, now on to the last book to movie adaptation which I want to talk about is the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, like the books by Leigh Bardugo. So I'm gonna explain how the books work and how they adapted into the TV series. So Shadow and Bone is the first 3 books written by Leigh Bardugo, and that covers Mal, Elena, and Darkling, and the other characters. And Kaz, Inesh, Matthias, Nina, Jasper, and Valen are not a part of Shadow and Bone book series. And it's like this, they are a part of the Six of Crows duology, and like it happens in the same world, but Six of Crows is based 2 years after the events of the end of Shadow and Bone trilogy. But what they've done in the TV series is that they've incorporated all the characters in one, and like they formed a new storyline for the Six of Crows characters, and they've embedded it with the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So they're actually following the storyline of Shadow and Bone trilogy, but yeah, like they're slowly coming into adapting the Six of Crows duology as well. That's what I have anticipated for the next season. I think, you know, we're now gonna actually see the events that happened in Six of Crows, and they've also combined King of Scars as well. So I think that was pretty intelligent on their part, because, you know, I loved seeing Mal and Elena interact with the whole Six of Crows group. It was amazing. I loved it. Like, I didn't know that was something I needed in my life, but yeah, that is how it works. And I love that series. Oh my god, I love it. I think I've watched it 2-3 times. I think I saw first season 3 times, and then, you know, when the second season came out, I watched it again, and then I saw the second season again. So yeah, so Shadow and Bone initially, as a book series, I did not like it that much. I think I gave it 3 stars. But Six of Crows, I love that duology. Like, both books are like 5 stars for me, but you know, the way they combined both the stories was perfect. The cast was so on point. Like, my favorite are Kaz and Inesh. Like, they couldn't have picked anyone else for this role. Like, Anita and Freddie Carter were like, you know, made to play Kaz and Inesh. They were that perfect, and I was that happy with them. And yeah, the other characters are also casted pretty well, and like the storyline is so engaging, and I love the fact that, you know, they've put in locations. In a lot of fantasy series that I've watched, they never reveal where the characters actually are. They're just like aimlessly going around from here to there or from there to here. It's just so confusing. I love, you know, where they take the effort to actually put where the characters are geographically placed. It's easy to understand, because, you know, for me as a fantasy lover, I know, I've read the books, I've seen the map, I know where everything is. But for a person who's just come here to watch the movie series or just the TV series, they don't know how they can imagine it. Like, you know, when I was watching it, like, I watched it with my dad, and I was like showing him the map, like, yeah, this is Keter Dam, and this is Ravaka, and this is where the, what was it? Yeah, the Unsea is there. I showed him the map, and I think it was easier for him. I don't think he cared enough about the map, but yeah, I think it gave him an idea of how the world works. Yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, again, I love that series. Like, I can't wait for the next season, and I feel like now I've not read the King of Scars duology till now. I feel like it's gonna be too sad. I am scared to start it because sad. But I think, you know, we got a little bit of that info as that in Nikolai also. Oh my god, yes, I cannot forget about this. Season 2, we were introduced with new characters, that is Nikolai, Balin, and Talia and Tonka. Oh my god, Nikolai, I was obsessed with him. I'm telling you, these people have taken the effort to like cast the perfect characters, and I love you guys for that. It's just so good. That series is like, it has my heart. Nina and Matthias, oh my god, perfect. Jasper and Valen, perfect. Like, Mal and Elena were like irritating. We don't talk about them because I didn't like them in the books, and even in the series they were so annoying. But yeah, Six of Crows characters, I think everyone will agree that the Six of Crows characters like added so much value and depth to the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Yeah, I've talked a lot. बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया आज के लिए. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end this video now. Thank you so much for watching and, you know, sticking around till the end. And do let me know if you liked this video, and if you would, you know, like me to do more kind of videos like this, you know, because I think there are more books to movies adaptations which I've seen, but I can't remember them as of now. Like, I only picked out these books from my bookshelf, but I think there have to be more. I'll have to research. So yeah, let me know if you like this video and mention in the comment section if you'd want me to do it again. And I guess that's it. So bye bye, and I'll see you in my next video.